Shake Table Lab by Jack Hobart and J.J. Udini. First, we had to make a base for the tower and supports on the corners for the first layer. JJ and I used 4 straws to build the base, and we used 8 straws to build the supports for the first layer. Next, we had to build the supports for the second layer. Together, we used a very large amount of tape due to the large amount of straws that we used. Both of us then started adding more supports to the first and second layers. The supports for the first and second layers were key to our tower being very strong. JJ then started adding supports to the center of the tower to make it more sturdy. As JJ was adding the center supports, I was adding paper to the first and second layer. Both of us then had to add decorations to the top of the tower. After we added paper to the first and second layer, we built a castle-like structure to the top of the tower. The construction sketch wasn't the design that we used for our tower, but is very similar to the actual tower. The construction sketch also didn't look like our finished tower because during the middle of the building process, there were many different building codes that we added. We then put 2 bags on the first and second layer. Our tower stood very well and seemed that it could take much more pressure. The beams colored red are the support beams that we added to strengthen the structure. The support beams help the tower very much because it allows the tower to hold more pressure. The sides of the tower are the strongest parts of the tower. I know that the sides of the tower are the strongest parts of the tower because the sides are supported by most straws. Our tower's weakest parts are the horizontal straws. The horizontal straws are the weakest part of the tower because if you pushed on a horizontal straw, it would bend inwards. Next, we wrapped the tape around the straws tightly and in a strong position. The tape was very important because it held everything together. We had to add flooring, and for the first layer, we cut part of the middle out of the paper to get it around the support beams. In the end, we used the extra straws that we had to strengthen the support beams. In this video, you can see that our tower is on the shake table with 4 sandbags.
Light earthquake, not heavy duty.
This video shows our tower with 16 sandbags falling. My tower survived 16 sandbags, but died at 18 sandbags with just 2 seconds left. One factor that caused our tower to fall was probably that one of the corners was weaker than the rest, which caused the tower to fall in that corner. If I could change anything about my tower, it would probably be to add more supports to the first layer to make it more sturdy, because as my tower is on the shake table, the bottom layer kept shaking a lot. The one thing that I really liked a lot about this was probably building the tower and seeing how much it can withstand.
In our shake table lab, I think we did pretty well. Luckily, our tower was able to hold 16 sandbags, which is pretty good. Also, that means I got over 100 on the project. I think where our building failed in the end was the supports. The supports broke, which caused the tower to fall. I think if we added a little more supports, then our tower would have been stronger, and then the supports wouldn't have broken. To make the tower stronger, I think we could have also made the sides stronger, because the middle was a lot stronger than the sides. I learned from this that when you make a building, you should make every part equally strong so that your tower is stronger overall. Probably what I enjoyed the most was how you got to create a design and start to put your plan to action. Another thing I liked was how as you started making your building, you make adjustments to the original plan. And all the Shake Table Lab was a blast.